channel. Today I'm going to be starting another vlog for you guys. So yes, it is currently Wednesday, October the 6th, I think. My birthday was last week, and while I did go home for the day, I wasn't originally planning on doing that. So like my original plan was to go home this weekend, which is what I'm going to be filming now. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go home, we're gonna celebrate my birthday, do some general fall things. It'll be a good time. I will start out by telling you the books that I'm in the middle of. The first book that I am almost done with is Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. I read Take a Hint, Dani Brown last week. It was absolutely everything. So I had to immediately start this one. I'm like on chapter 17, I think. So I only have like less than 100 pages left. This book is so good. Definitely gonna be like a 4.5 or a 4, probably 4.5 though. I think this might be my favorite out of the 3 Brown sisters books. Not really a spooky read, but you know. And then the next book that I'm reading is like quintessential Halloween, so don't you worry, we are gonna get some scariness in this vlog, I guess. And that is Something Wicked This Week Comes by Ray Bradbury. I've been talking about reading this book for like a year and a half, like just to myself. And I finally am doing it. So I think I'm on page 50-ish. That's like a fourth of the way through the book. And oh my God, this book is so quintessentially fall, quintessentially Halloween. I read the first couple pages of this book and I was hooked. I was like, wow, love the concept, love the atmosphere, just love it. Like there's this whole traveling carnival thing that I know is gonna come up at some point. That's also kind of the premise of the book. And yeah, I feel like I'm doing a really bad job at explaining this. Just the writing in here, just the talking about them running with the crunch of the leaves under their feet. I was like, yes, I love it. Such a good fall read so far. I'm interested to see where this is gonna go though. So, and then the book that I started this morning, I'm gonna be listening to it as an audiobook, is also by Ray Bradbury. Like, is it a good idea to read 2 books by the same author at the same time? I don't know, maybe. Am I gonna get confused? I don't know, maybe so. The Halloween Tree is kind of different because it's a fictional story, but I do believe it deals with like death customs around the world, which I just think is really interesting and I really want to know more about it. I think there's stuff about like Dia de los Muertos in there, and honestly that's like kind of the only culture with like super prevalent death customs that I know about right now, but hopefully I know more soon. I have a 2-hour car ride when I drive back home tonight, so definitely going to be finishing my audiobook for Act Your Age, Eve Brown. We're just gonna get on with the rest of the vlog. Also, I definitely talked about this at the end of my last vlog, but bringing it up again because this is my favorite shirt ever. Brought out the Snoopy Halloween shirt. I think I got this off of eBay a couple years ago for like $15. One of my better purchases in life, honestly. Today I have some fun fall activities planned, which I will obviously show you. We're either gonna go to like a pumpkin patch or a pumpkin stand kind of thing, just something fun. And I don't know, I guess it's not spooky. I was gonna say spooky, but pumpkins aren't inherently spooky, you know? That's not the point anyway, but I am here to actually update you on my reading that I did last night. Oh, just wow. I finished Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I read a decent amount of it via my audiobook on my drive back home, and then I had about 40 pages left, so I just read them last night. And wow, just wow. I've decided, making some executive decisions here, decided to give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I just really, really enjoyed this book so much. I think it's definitely my favorite romance book that I've read so far, so I thought it deserved a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know, I like related to Eve. I think I just related to her more so than I did the other two Brown sisters because we're closer in age, kind of going through some like pivotal points in our lives. And I was like, yeah, I feel that. Like, I really feel that. I also really liked how this book concluded. I feel like most romance books that I've read, the conclusion is focused on the romance itself, but I felt this conclusion was more focused on Eve finally feeling successful in her like professional life, and that was just so satisfying to see, and I was just so happy for her. And I really liked the way that Talia Hibbert decided to end this book, more focused on Eve feeling fulfilled and not like a disappointment anymore, rather than like, oh, Hibbert pals, like, you know, like that'd be fun too. I was honestly kind of ready for that, but like this was like a good little thing too. So yes, so good, really enjoyed it. I just wow. This is the first romance, like dedicated romance book that I've ever given a 5 out of 5 stars to, so there is hope. I didn't think it would ever happen. This has been sitting on my shelf for like 4 months and I was like, ew, I don't want to read that book. But now I'm like, wow, this book. So yeah, that's kind of that. Absolutely just yes. I also listened to my audiobook for The Halloween Tree a little bit more yesterday, which I'm also really enjoying that. Such a perfect October read. It's just so like nostalgic. I think it's set in, I think it was written in the 70s, so it's got like that 70s vintage Halloween feel, you know what I mean? So that's really fun too. I think we're just kind of getting into like the meat of the story. They're really gonna discover the true meaning of Halloween. I think that the whole thing is like going back to the roots of Halloween and like why witches and ghosts and whatever, like part of the iconography of like Halloween, you know what I mean? So I think that's going to be really interesting. I don't really know that much about the background of Halloween, even though I claim to like it so much, so this is just me realizing that I need to read more into it. Gonna do that sometime. And then I haven't listened to any more Something Wicked This Way Comes, but now that I'm finished with this lovely little book, I am going to start reading some more of that because I would like to finish it soon. Very excited to see how that goes. There's also a movie adaptation for it, which I may or may not watch. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that'd be like kind of fun. So yeah, I'll let you know. Anyway, gonna go to find some tiny pumpkins, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Hey, so it's 2 days later from the last time I saw you, because yesterday I really did not do like much of anything. We watched a lot of movies. I think we watched the 3rd Harry Potter movie, we watched Psycho, and me and my dad watched It Chapter 2, which is my favorite of the It movies, so that was fun. We also like made brownies. My mom made something for my Halloween costume, which I'm super excited for. I'm gonna be a witch for Halloween, so like she made me this like little corset thing, and it's got like a spiderweb overlay kind of thing over some black satin, and it laces up. It's like a corset sash. It's not like a full corset, but it's still really cute, and I'm super excited about it. So I also ended up going to Barnes & Noble. My original goal when I went to Barnes & Noble was to pick up the Ex Hex by Erin Sterling. I have been waiting for this book for like a couple months now, and I cannot find it anywhere in stores, and it's so upsetting. I ordered it on Amazon a couple of days ago, so it should be here at some point in time. You will see me reading it, don't worry. I was in Barnes & Noble and I didn't find that book, and I was like, I'm not gonna get anything. Like, I don't even want anything now. But then I saw this book. We made eye contact. I was like, I've heard a lot about you and I'm interested. And I didn't even think about looking for this book in Barnes & Noble, but it was on their like popular and book talk table. And I was like, damn it, they got me. That book is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I'm excited. I've seen like 3 videos within the last week of somebody reading this book. So I'm excited, and honestly it's not even that long. It's only like 400-ish pages. I really don't know that much about it, but I do know that it has really cool artwork throughout it of the characters. If I could find it back, that would be nice. Like, who is this fine man? I must know. So yeah, we now have the Atlas 6 in our possession, and I do hope to read it soon. I think that's the rundown of what I did yesterday. I've also finished a book since I last talked to you, and that is Seance Tea Party by Ramina Yee. This book was honestly just such a nice read. The art style in it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the illustrations so much. I think they're so cool. That was the main reason I picked up this book, but also it just has a nice message and, you know, good times. I do believe this is like a middle grade graphic novel kind of thing, and I don't think I've ever read a middle grade graphic novel. Really good. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars just because I like the art style so much. Like, I don't know. It's just so cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking about the art style. So, as for today, I'm filming some videos right now, and then later we're going to go to dinner to actually properly celebrate my birthday. We're gonna have cake. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, I got like a Halloween-ish themed cake just because we pushed it back so far that now it's basically, you know, it's like Halloween now. So that's gonna be fun. I'll obviously show you my cake. I'm also getting some books for my birthday. I definitely already know what they are, but I'm gonna show those to you later. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Today I'm going to carve one of the pumpkins that I picked up from the pumpkin patch a couple of days ago. Not the tiny ones that I showed in like the clip in this vlog, but we got some bigger ones too. I'm going to carve one of those, but I got all my stuff out. I mean, I guess I didn't get my stuff out because we don't have any stuff, and that's the problem. So I'm at CVS right now, hoping that they have a little pumpkin carving set. I feel like that's a basic, so I would assume they have it. That's what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna go home, empty out the guts of the pumpkin, carve it up. It's gonna be a good time. I'm not 100% sure on what I want to carve in it yet. I think it'll be something book related because, hello, this is a booktube channel. So finished carving my pumpkin, and yes, I did make it an angelic rune from the Shadowhunters runes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Have I reached new levels of being a nerd? Yes, but it's okay. I think it turned out pretty well, and it really didn't take me that long to do, so that was nice. Anyway, I've done some fall activities for the day, so I'm going to read. I was choosing between these 2 books. They're both very short. I just wanted something nice and easy. And I think I've decided it was between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and The Crucible, but I think I'm gonna go for The Crucible, even though it would be nice to read this one because this is on my October TBR, but I'm just really feeling a play today. I don't know. I've read The Crucible at some point in like high school, but I don't remember anything about it, to be honest. I mean, I know it's about the Salem witch trials, but aside from that, that's all I got. I picked this up because after I read Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, a little chunk of that book took place during the Salem witch trials, I think. Or anyway, it just reminded me of the Salem witch trials, and I was like, wow, I should read The Crucible again. So that's what we're doing right now. I think I'm gonna go outside because it looks really nice. It's overcast. It's still like probably 80 degrees outside, but it'll be fine. We'll just pretend it's actually fall, so. Well, I guess it is actually fall. Doesn't feel like fall though, but it's fine. Let's go. Okay, what's up guys? It is Sunday morning. Last night we celebrated my birthday. It was a fun time. I got some books for my birthday, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And today I'm going to a Books A Million. I didn't know there were Books A Millions near me. I'm sure it won't be any different than going into Barnes & Noble, but I was like, oh my god, new bookstore? I have to go see what's up. That's kind of the plans for today. I'm also driving back to Columbia today. So sad. A 2-hour car ride again, but I can start listening to my audiobook for the Ex Hex, which finally came in from the library. I put it on hold like 2 days ago and they're like, it'll be a 8-week wait or whatever. And they were like, JK girly, it's here now. And I was like, oh my god, you shouldn't have. So as for the books, it came in this really cute bag. I think this is from Barnes & Noble, if anybody was curious, but my mom picked this out. She knows me so well. It's so cute. But as for the books, who first? You first, yes. First up, we have Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. This is the third book in the Cassidy Blake series, and I have the first two, and I finally have the third one in a paperback. They're gonna be different covers though, which is deeply disappointing. But I really wanted to read this month, and it's not out in paperback in the other version, so this is what we're going with. I am going to be reading this soon, and I'm super excited about it because I loved the first two. They were so fun, so I'm sure this one will be fun as well. Yes, takes place in New Orleans. I'm excited. Next up in our bag of goodies, we have a book that I am very excited for. This is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I've never read a Laini Taylor book before, but I've heard a lot of good things about Strange the Dreamer. I do hear it's a little bit weird, but I'm excited for that. And I also really like this cover. I think this is like the UK cover, maybe. Yeah, it's hotter, which I think that's the UK. Yes, I just really like this cover. I like it a lot more than the American cover, so I got this off of Book Depository, and I'm so excited to read it. But it's a chunky, it was like 600, 500-ish pages. That's a lot. There's this guy, his name is Laszlo Strange, and he encounters the land of Weep or something. I think there's also a a blue-skinned goddess who visits Laszlo's dream. So I was like, yeah, I knew there were blue people in here, so I'm excited for this as well. And then lastly, another booktube favorite that I just had to get my hands on at some point is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have heard so much talk. I feel like this is probably like one of the most popular books on booktube if I had to take a guess. I'm excited for this. This is also the Halloween edition, I think, from Vintage Books. It was like 20 bucks or something, which is more than I would usually pay for a used book, but I loved the red sprayed pages. I love the white cover of it because I think most of the covers are black for these books. And yes, I'm very excited. I hear this book is so magical and whimsical, and that's like the exact kind of writing that I absolutely adore, so I'm very excited to get to this as well. I do hope to get to this one soon because I have been wanting to read this book for the longest time, but I've never picked one up, so now that I have it, hopefully I can read it soon. So very excited about this as well. Gonna get on with the activities for the rest of the day. I'll see you when I see you. You see her in the back there. Fritz, what are you doing? Okay, so I am back from Books A Million, and I picked up 2 books, which you've already seen, but I'm just gonna show you anyway. Honestly, I kind of liked it a lot more than I liked Barnes & Noble. No tea, no shade, but like, it was kind of nice in there, not gonna lie. And they had a bunch of the, like, I think these are the Arcturus, like, classics that look like, you know, this kind of thing. Yeah. So I have a couple of others of these, which I kind of want to put them all together just because I feel like that would be satisfying. So I'll show you that in a second. But picked up 2 more. I usually get these at Half Price Books, but I was glad to find some others. First up, we have The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories by Washington Irving. I watched like the Disney animated short from, I don't know, maybe the 40s that has, what is it? The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, duh. That one. And ever since I've wanted to read like the actual source material. This also has a bunch of other stories in it as well. It's got like Rip Van Winkle and, well, a bunch of others that I've never heard of, but I'll read them eventually. And then I also picked up The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. I've been meaning to pick up a copy of this for a while, and I thought it would be perfect just to pick it up in this so I can have some more matching editions. Really fun, really, I was gonna say cute, but like not really. It's, you know, pretty basic. And it was only $3. Honestly, what a deal. So yeah, those are my pickups for the day. So yes, the rest of the day, me and my mom are gonna maybe watch a movie, I think, and then I'm gonna leave at like 5-ish and go back to school. Boo. But first, I have a lot of books just out and about on my floor right now, so gonna have a good old-fashioned time lapse of me putting them back on my shelves. Well, actually, a decent amount of these I'm taking with me, but the ones that I'm not taking with me are going back on the shelves. Okay, hello everybody. It is the next day. I made it back, obviously, to my apartment, and I am here to update you on the Ex Hex, which I started listening to via my audiobook on my way back to school. Let's have a little chat. This book is I love it, like, so much. I'm 50% of the way through it already. I've been listening to it literally every chance I've gotten so far. So first up, I'm gonna give you a little like synopsis. It starts out with our main character, whose name is Vivi. She has been in a 3-month-long relationship with this, what I can only assume is a fine ass man, Reese Penhallow. They were like dating for 3 months when they were in college, kind of thing. And then one day he's like, hey, by the way, I gotta go back to Wales this weekend to like call off my engagement that my father arranged for me. And rightfully so, she freaked the fuck out. They break up, it's over. She's pissed though. One night after the breakup, she's hanging out with her cousin. They're both witches, obviously. And they're like, oh my God, we should like totally curse him. And she's like, no, we shouldn't. And then like 3 seconds later, they're like, I curse you, Reese Penhallow or whatever. And that's where the prologue stops. And it's like 9 years later. So obviously, as you can assume, they're gonna meet up 9 years later. Things are gonna happen. This curse is rearing its ugly head and they have to figure it out. It's so good. Like, I am enjoying it so much. I cannot stop listening to it. I love the setting of this book too. It's in like a small college town in Georgia. It's called Braves Glen. I don't know, something spooky like that. And I just love the love interest, Reese. He was kind of an asshole in, you know, when he was like, by the way, I'm kind of engaged and I didn't tell you before now. But 9 years later, wow, why is this man not real? I'm upset. He's hot, he's Welsh, he's a witch. What more could you ask for, honestly? Those are my thoughts so far in the book. It's so good. I ordered a physical copy of it on Amazon a couple of days ago when I didn't think I'd be able to like get my hold for it soon. So that's coming in, and I'm glad I have a physical copy of it coming because I need a physical copy of this book. Really took me by surprise. I've been reading a lot of romance recently and I'm loving it. So this is honestly, it combines like fantasy elements, like considering they're witches, with romance, and that's like everything I needed. But you know, focuses more heavily on the romance, and I just love it so much. I would 100% recommend this book so far. Obviously, I'll let you know my full thoughts after I finish it in this vlog, so yeah. Hello everybody, it is Tuesday morning and today I am unfortunately going to be finishing up my audiobook for the Ex Hex. I have like an hour and a half left, so I'm going to go on a walk and listen to it. That way I thought that would be nice. But honestly, I'm so sad that it's almost over. Like, I have just been loving this book so much. I'm like, what am I going to do when I'm done? Where do I go from here? That's kind of my thoughts on the book. I just love it so, like, I don't even know what it is, but I'm just so into it. I'm like, yes, I'm so sad that I don't have more time left on it. I just think it should be longer. I mean, I think the book is pretty short. The audiobook is only like 7.5 hours. I feel like a general, like, decent sized romance is probably like 10 hours, which would be like 400-ish pages. So I feel like this one's probably only like 300, and that is not enough. At this point, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go walk, finish up my audiobook. Yeah, I'll let you know my final thoughts, but I'm sure they're gonna be good. I don't know. They're like, they've kind of like already gotten back together, like things are good, but they're still trying to figure out this curse. I'm excited to see how it wraps up for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish it. I'm so sad, but it was such a good ending. Just the last chapter really got me. As I started listening to the chapter, I knew exactly where it was gonna go, but I'm not mad about that because I loved it. I can't talk about it right now. I need a moment. I just need a moment. 5 stars for it, obviously. I'm sure you have ascertained that, but so enjoyed it. It was so good. I got my Amazon package, which means I finally have my physical copy of the Ex Hex, and then I have another book that I ordered as well. It's another romance, which I'm very excited for. I was kind of just trying to get to $25 so I could get free shipping, and I saw this one and I was like, oh, okay, might just have to. So let's go. First up, we have the Ex Hex. Honestly, I've been doing some reflective thinking over the last, you know, day. And I really think this is one of my new favorite books. Like, I love this book so much. I will 100% read it again at some point, just so I can, like, annotate it and all of that fun stuff. I took some notes on my phone about certain places throughout the book that I want to, like, dog ear, just because those are, like, my favorite moments. But I do want to, like, fully annotate it someday, just because this was absolutely everything I wanted. It was romance, it had fantasy elements in it, and I really do think those are my favorite kinds of books. And I just thought the plot was interesting in this book too, and that is my washer. I'm so sorry, it's so loud. Absolutely adored this book. It's like my new favorite thing. I'm obsessed. So, 100% would recommend reading her. And then the next book I picked up is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I have seen so much hype surrounding this book. I was like, damn, I'm a STEM major, maybe I should pick this up. Just reading the back of this, I'm like, yep, yes, I just have a feeling I'm gonna love it. Like, everybody is loving this book, so honestly I'm sure I will love this too. This is like a thick one though. She's like, I guess it's not even 700 pages. 700? It's not even 350 pages. I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited to finally have this. I'm just so happy. Like, I don't even know. Do I love romance now? Okay, so my phone stopped recording. But as I was saying, I have just been really enjoying the romance books that I've picked up recently, especially this one. This one, I think, drew my attention more because it does have, like, the witchy supernatural elements to it. But I mean, I read Actor Age Eve Brown in this vlog as well, and this doesn't have any of that, and I still 100% enjoyed it. just when it has like a good trope, I'm always in for it. Like this is the, you know, they're coming back together, reuniting after a couple of years and like they hate each other kind of thing. And they also hate each other in this book. And coincidentally, both of these books involve our main character almost running over the love interest, which I think is funny. Maybe not good. Okay, so I'm also going to be ending the vlog here, so I'm going to quickly wrap up everything that I did end up reading this week, aside from this, because you know, we already talked about her. So, I finished Actor A.G. Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is my favorite out of the Brown sisters little trilogy companion series thing. I just loved Eve so much. I think as far as like the love interest goes, I do like Zephyr from Take a Hint, Danny Bride just like a little bit more than Jacob, but I still really liked Jacob and I thought it was a fun dynamic between the two of them. 5 out of 5 stars. Wow, that's 2 5 out of 5 stars. No, it's 3 5 out of 5 stars. Wow. That's because the other book that I finished this week was Seance Tea Party by Ramina Yi. I absolutely love the art style of this. The story is cute. I adore just everything about this book. And I can't get over the art style. I think it's so cool. So if you're looking for like a fun middle grade kind of spooky graphic novel, this was a fun time. Yes, I really hope you enjoyed the vlog. I have been editing it a little bit and I'm loving how it's turning out, so I really hope you guys like it too. If you did, let me know down below. What's your favorite fall activity? Do you like going to pumpkin patches? Do you like losing your mind because your washer's so loud? That's a fun fall activity. So yeah, if you did enjoy, subscribe, comment, like, whatever you're feeling today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!